Glad to have you along from Wyoming Stadium in Salt Lake City. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Utah Utes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Rice-Eccles Stadium is nestled at the bottom of the Wasatch Mountains. This is a gorgeous college football season, but it has also seen a lot of great sports history. Home to the opening ceremonies for the 2002 Winter Olympics, it will host opening ceremonies again in 2034. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. The returner will field it and bring it back. So the Utah Utes offense will get first crack at it here. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Jackson will throw. Pulled down for the tackle. And the old bubble screen got popped on that one.
I remember that was a play that used to trick defenses. Not anymore. Everybody throws it. You see the defense there. They weren't fooled. As soon as that guy caught the ball, they were surrounding him.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Bray. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement. they got the early lead.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Personal foul.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So Wyoming's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun to give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll go to the counter. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes the catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
On that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going for it on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Turner. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. So now it's 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Utes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third. There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Cowboys are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Running inside. It's Turner. They bring him down. Pick up to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Firing to the end zone. Caught outside the numbers. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've come out smart. Touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Got a man. It's Holman.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The run inside. It's Turner.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the defense stopped. Short of the 1st down, maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He'll take a shot. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Turner. Could be an alley. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
You go into conservative mode when you get this backed up, obviously, in such negative situations as an offense, but that's a really nice job. I mean, you probably were like, hey, I'm just going to hand it off, make sure I don't throw an interception, make sure nothing bad happens. But how about that? You still bust out a big play.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone. And only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feel.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They got to get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time. down. They'll try to do better this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Alexander. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for space. It's Sprague. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job. The guy in the pocket.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Jackson gonna throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
The give on the option. Runs through the tackle. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Utah!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some.
Got a little grass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Got a man in the middle. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. And it's the Hoosiers looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Rice-Eccles Stadium. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start. Second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. They have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He's got him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The run inside. It's Turner.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's caught. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Here's a little room there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This is why Rice Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Got the quick pass. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he makes the catch. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Palmer. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Jackson gonna throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Using his legs, it's Bray. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Utes send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
All the way back to the 15. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Still down on the field is one of the Utah players. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wideout. Quick handoff. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Here comes the offense on second down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Right back to him on the ground. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out, force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wyoming sideline, one of the things I'm keeping my eyes on, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He has got so much wear and tear. Coming off that loss last week, he said it's been a challenging week of practice. And I can tell you, early in this ballgame, this is something I'm going to keep my eyes on. How he is performing, moving under center, dropping back, and how his arm looks despite his banged-up body. Nice.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls it in. It's Fowler.
He runs out of bounds.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Hamilton. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Finding some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the run, it's Hamilton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Hauls it in. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Turner. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive end, and as with any injury, they hope this is just a momentary thing. Holly will check on him in a bit. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice second down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up third down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
He wants to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. First down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's a heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Jackson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Briggs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Utes will call on their punt team. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Both of these teams off to slow starts this season, desperately needing a victory, and they've got the closing minutes to try to pull it out. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Might have a chance. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice pop.
Makes a grab and room to run. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flow.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Using his legs to buy some time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. A run for the quarterback. There's some room, and he will get just beyond the 1st down marker before sliding. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. After back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.